Hi, good to be with you today. Well, we're getting there, right? This week is Christmas. But before we begin, just if you are all aware, there is a weather event upon us. As of right now, our Thursday night worship service, our longest night service, has been canceled. Tonight's service of the Word on Wednesday is still ongoing, but please pay attention to the weather, and also remember, if school is canceled, all activities of the church are canceled. Worship is important, but no one needs to be put in harm's way to make it there. Excuse me. Also, this Saturday, Christmas Eve, we have two worship services, one at 5:30, one at 10:30. The 5:30 service will be in this space in the sanctuary, and it will be a candlelight service. The service at 10:30 will be in the garden room, also candlelight service, also with communion. And then Christmas morning at 9 a.m., we will also have a worship service here. So when I was a kid, just a young one, and I would go visit my grandmother, she would tell a story. My grandmother loved to tell stories. She would tell us this story about a troll living along the banks of the fjord back in Norway. It was a beautiful story, and she would use all these voices. But here's the thing. Every time I was there, and every night I stayed at Grandma's over the years that she was alive, she told the same story. The same troll, the same issues, the same problems. She told it over and over and over again. Christmas Eve, we tell the story. We tell the story of Jesus' birth. We tell the story out of the Gospel according to Luke. And we tell it every year. The same exact story. Every year. Why do we do that? Why did my grandmother have to tell me the same story every night I was there? Because the stories have something to tell us. The story my grandmother told about this troll was a story about being honest and owning up to your responsibilities. It was a story about our heritage, of where we came from. It was a story about who we are supposed to be. The Christmas story, right? It's a story of who we are. And it's a story we need to tell over and over again. It's a story that reminds us. And we need reminding, because we quickly forget things in this world of many voices. It reminds us that God is always with us. A story that reminds us no matter what, God loves us. It's a story that reminds us that we are invited to be in the story. We are invited to come to the manger as the shepherds are. And if you think about it, if we didn't tell the story, where would our faith be? So from generation to generation, we've been telling the same story. And we continue this year. But it is a story of love. And it is your story. So I hope to see you Christmas Eve, and I hope that I can tell you the story once again. We'll see you soon.